The Big Show with Night and Day. Buy 5 barista-made coffees and get the 6th free. No catch. Just use their coffee card.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show.
The biggest.
This is big.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 6th of August, 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
You go too long at the end, Jase. That's what's ruining it at the moment.
Yeah, so now the show's off on a real bad
It's a
start.
real
Can you
bummer.
guys just back off a
It's
little
a
bit,
real
please?
bummer, man.
I don't know what, you're both in a hell of a mood, and I've had to bloody pull you out of the mire. I mean, Mogi walks in today in a spanking new shirt. I'm like, that is a lovely looking shirt there, Mogi. He's like, what? Gonna eat my protein bar, and then I'm gonna eat my desiccated chicken. Moo, 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 moo. I'm like, chill out, dude. I was just giving you a compliment, but I tell you what, mate. Jeez, it looks good. You stallion.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, and thanks for asking, man. I'm going good.
Yeah, good.
You mad dog. You're a sick son of a bee, Jase. I'll say
I
that
am.
for you, man. But you're right. Keyzie is in a hurrah of a mood today, and I don't know why. But I guess we're going to find out.
You know, the thing is, Keyzie, we're a team in the studio. It's a very intimate environment.
Just doesn't feel like it sometimes, Jase.
You know, and I want you to know that Mogi and I are on your side, mate.
Right, are you?
So if there's anything bugging you,
Anything
What?
at all.
if there's anything bugging you,
Sorry, is there anything what?
bugging you.
It's been bugging me. Smooth.
Just talk it out, man.
Yeah, talk it out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Just talk it out.
Very good.
Nah, fellas, to be honest, I was just playing. I'm not actually in a hurrah of a mood at all. I'm actually in a great
Ah,
mood.
you tricker.
I've been happy all day.
Well, you did say, actually, while we're doing the podcast outro, that you wanted to go to bed early last night, but old Pugsan
Kept me up late.
got online with you and you were gaming till the early hours.
Well, it wasn't till the early hours. It was until about midnight. But tonight, early night for Keyzie. Because I had
Yeah.
to get up early this morning. And geez, it was cold this morning.
Oh.
What was that about?
Yeah, she's been nippy. Hey, now listen, big show ahead, of course, the amazing news of the retirement of the great Shaun Johnson. We'll be speaking to Sir Graham Lowe, Mogi, regarding that. We've got the big poll coming up. That's to do with the Olympics as
That's
well.
right. Another sport that should we keep it or should we get rid of it? We also have to do the results of yesterday's one, which was race walking.
Yes. All that to come in the meantime. Let's kick off with System of a Down.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Arctic Monkeys there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 11 minutes past 4 o'clock, which means it's time for
The Big Poll.
Now, we need to finish off the big poll from yesterday, which was competitive walking at the Olympics, yay or nay, Mogi.
Yep.
And we set a threshold, and the threshold was if 75% of the listeners say nay, then it's going to be banned from the sport.
It is, yeah, 75% decides it one way, and under that it's not. It's got to be decisive. It's got to be conclusive.
Yes.
Well,
What are we looking at, Keyzie?
your voting was done at the Hodaki Big Show on the Instagram story as per usual. Race walking in the Olympics, no, 78%.
Gone.
78%. That means race walking gets the guillotine.
How good.
It feels good to have that gone.
I was going to say we need a guillotine sound effect. And bloody Pugsan,
It's done it again.
being the genius that he is, anticipated what we were thinking and put it in there.
He sure did, Jase.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? But I feel good now because now all of those people that have to tell other people, let's say you go to a bar, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a competitive walker. Oh, I won gold.
Yeah.
You know, you're saving people from going through that. I think it's a good thing.
Can I ask you, sorry, Keyzie, can I ask you, though, like if one of you guys went on a date with someone and they said, and you said, what do you do? And they went, I'm a competitive walker. Would that be the end of it? Would that be the... Oh, yeah? Would be the end of the date, would it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one, isn't it? You can't can you take people to see that? I mean, unless they were doing it because it was funny.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah,
it,
yeah.
But if they're
Take
doing
the
it for a
piss.
crust,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be earning a crap ton. You must be good at walking.
you wouldn't be making millions, yeah.
That's right.
It would be one of those scenarios where if you went out and with her or him and they, you know, you met other people you'd be embarrassed by what they did, wouldn't you?
You would.
Yeah,
Sort of, yeah. It's like when people ask me what I do, and I say the big show.
Now, the big poll today is an interesting one. Breakdancing at the Olympics, yay or
Now, this is a
nay?
new sport that was added just for Paris, I believe. Jase, when I said breakdancing was in the Olympics, what was your initial reaction?
Disgust.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's stupid.
What,
Oh,
dancing?
good breakdown, man. They haven't got ballet at the Olympics, have they?
Indeed.
So you have competitive ballet.
Do they have ballroom dancing?
Well, exactly, and I wouldn't be surprised if that comes in now that you mention
Well,
it.
they have artistic gymnastics.
Yeah, but
They do.
There's a skill to that, though.
And
in
also,
terms
when
of-
it comes to that, nobody likes that either. So
No.
that can go as well.
Well, I think if that's got to go, dressage, the horse
Well,
dressage
that's
needs to go.
All of these are other topics.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But I agree.
But it's
In
just
fact,
horse dancing.
I think the horses need to go.
All of them.
Unless it's race horses. Like, why have we not got the races on?
I don't know what race has to do with it, Mogi.
And why have that? Well, everything's race because everyone comes from their country, Keyzie. Come on, wake up, man.
Look, golf's got to go.
Okay,
But
hang
look,
on,
we're,
hang on,
we're
hang
getting
on.
off,
break.
look, we're getting off topic here. So, what is the consensus? You're saying no, Mogi?
I don't
to
think to
breakdancing?
me it's not part of faster, stronger, higher, whatever it's meant to be.
Keyzie?
I need to see it first. But my gut feeling is it's not
Not
probably an
Olymp-
Olympic
yeah.
sport. But I want to see it first and then make the call.
And now, can I say my prediction is that probably 70% of people will like it.
I think
Because
so.
the question is not whether it should be in there. They'll be thinking to themselves, oh, I'd like to watch that.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it'll go. I think this will stay.
If you'd like to vote, you can text us 3483. You can call us on 0800 Hodaki. Get yourself in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher, or go to the Instagram story, Hodaki Big Show, and vote there.
Up next, Sir Graham Lowe.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Last for life there. Iggy Pop on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. And, of course, major news on the league front yesterday with the announcement by that great man, Shaun Johnson, that he's going to retire at the end of the season. And we were smacking our brains together, weren't we, fellas, thinking to ourselves, who could we talk to about this? Who would be the best person to talk to about the stunning revelation? And we thought of the one, the only, the magnificent Sir Graham Lowe, and he very kindly agreed to talk to us. Sir Graham Lowe, welcome to Radio Hodaki. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much. Please call me Lowy, and thank you for the grandeur entree.
Good on you, Lowy. Hey, just initially, mate, when you heard the news, what was your initial reaction?
Initially, a little bit disappointment because, whenever greatness moves on, you think, gee whiz, you remember all the great things about them, and you know that, it's coming to its end. But also quietly pleased for him because, it's good to see him. Do what he wants to do.
Yeah, totally agree. And it's one of those things. When I heard about it, I was gutted, but then sort of also quite happy for him. It's been a pretty tough season for him this year. He's definitely one of the most, at his best, one of the most incredible players I think that we've produced out of New Zealand. Where does he rank for you in the pantheon of great warriors?
I think he's in the best few for absolute sure. The impact is pretty much made every game you play. There's few players that have played that I've seen play for the Warriors that have had that sort of impact. I think he's right up there, close and near, or even in the same bracket as Stacey Jones. What Stacey did for the club, no others really done. And I think Shaun has earned the right to be up with that sort of class.
It's an interesting one, isn't it, Lowy, when you think about these class players? I mean, you're a great coach in your day. It's a tricky decision for players to make, isn't it? When to make that call. Do I carry on for another year? Do I hold on for another year? It's not an easy decision to make.
No, because you're torn between your heart and what's in your head. You sort of that you've got to finish, but your heart just wants you to, gut, the fire never goes out. That's the thing. I mean, even someone from my age and era, the fire for coaching, for example, has never ever gone out. It's always there, and I'm sure for sure, and for all players really, once they retire, they just have that moment. They think back, and the fire's still there. The fire's still there, but in your head, you've got to make the right choice at some stage.
Sir Graham Lowe, g'day, my name's Keyzie. Just a question about Shaun Johnson and your memories of him. Do you have a particular moment from his career which really stands out as just his pure excellence on display?
I think the only thing that sticks out for me about Shaun is just class. I think that everything Shaun had to do on the field and off the field, he showed class. He wasn't always appreciated. The class he had wasn't always appreciated, and you've got to remember a lot of the time that Shaun played, those around him weren't able to take the opportunity that his class provided. So he was a very unique player.
Yeah, it is difficult. I relate to Shaun in the sense that, he wants to continue on and the body's just not quite there. That was always my vibe, always wanted to play for the Kiwis, but just born with a shit body, Lowie.
Yeah. I think maybe not, I wouldn't say that, but certainly one that got knocked around a bit. And the thing is, in the NRL, there's not too many players that aren't playing with some sort of niggling thing, week in, week out. It's just the nature of the game. But Shaun had some very, very, chronic type injuries that kept coming back, and maybe, maybe he could have rested a little bit more when you look in hindsight. But a lot of his injuries may not have had the time to recover. But whatever the reason, that's all history now. But I think the main thing that history will show Shaun is a class person, a class player, and one of the best the Warriors have ever had. Yeah,
and I think that's a fitting note to leave it on, Sir Graham Lowe. He has been one of our best, and even though it's sad news and a lot of league fans are gutted about it, now's the time to remember all the stuff that he's brought to league and the great games he's had and his huge contributions. So we massively appreciate your time, Sir Graham Lowe, and thanks for being on the show.
Good on you. I really enjoyed it. Thanks very much, fellas.
Cheers,
thanks,
Lowe.
mate.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki. Radio Hodaki.
Penrith have done it!
Would
Brace yourself!
you rather?
Bathurst 1,000!
Yeah, bloody great prize. That travel paid for, accommodation paid for, amazing sporting event, whichever way you go or choose.
Hey, just got a text in here, Jase,
Oh, yeah.
from Dean. It says...
Lonergan.
Yeah, Dean Lonergan. It says, hey, just with the NRL prize package, the grand final there, you say there's races on the Saturday. Which races are they? Royal Randwick.
Ah.
Yeah. And then you go to the final on the Sunday in Sydney there, flights and accommodation. Then the Mount Panorama prize pack, 4 nights there, flights, accommodation, watching Bathurst.
Yeah, great stuff,
Crazy.
Does that make me crazy?
Sorry, I was distracted by Mogi having a massive perv outside there. But anyway, Taylor, you mad bastard, how's life?
Yeah, good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust?
I'm a roofer.
Oh,
A what?
a roofer.
Oh, roofer.
He's a mad roofer.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Backbone.
Backbone.
Hey, Taylor, you getting into the Olympics at all, mate?
Yeah, I've been watching a bit of it. It goes on a bit late.
Oh, it goes on all night, man.
It really does. Hey, just on that, Taylor, very quickly, breakdancing at the Olympics, yes or no?
Nah.
Okay.
There is some out of it sports in there. I was watching bloody rock climbing last night.
Yeah.
It's so good. Bouldering. Love it.
Good stuff.
Bouldering.
All right, Taylor, what are you thinking, mate? NRL or Bathurst?
Oh, if I went to the NRL, I'd probably have no money left after the races.
So
Probably the Bathurst.
Bathurst it is. All right.
All right, mate, I'll chuck you across to Pugs, son, and Studio B will look after you. G'day, Corey. How's life?
Yeah, good, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks,
Yeah,
mate. What do you do for a crust, Corey?
I sell machinery for the woodworking industry.
Backbone.
Love me a bit of woodwork action, Corey. I tell you what, breakdancing at the Olympics, Corey, yay or nay?
I'm going to go yay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good on you, Corey.
Good on you, mate.
Good on you, mate. You
That's how
massive
you do
backbone.
it.
All right, Corey, NRL Grand Final or Bathurst?
It's got to be better for me.
Good stuff, mate. You stay on the line.
Yeah.
Pugs will look after you, all right? Good luck.
Champion, take care.
Thanks, mate.
Take care, that's nice. Hey, quick would you rather there, fellas? Would you rather be able to speak to animals or speak 10 foreign languages?
I can already speak to animals, so I'd probably go... Yeah, I'd go the foreign languages.
What about you, Jase?
Well, I'm like Mogi. I already speak to animals too, so I'd have to go foreign languages, Keyzie. That's an easy one.
Can you guys speak to animals?
Shut up! Get inside there!
Ah,
Shut up!
What did you say, Jase?
Good question. I can't actually repeat it on air, Mogi. Especially when she starts barking inside.
who does?
Rue.
Oh, your dog.
Yeah.
And what about when she does steamers on your duvet?
Oh, don't even get
do
me
you,
started.
do you talk to animals then, man?
Don't even get me started with that one. Here's ACDC.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Supergrass there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. And fellas, if you don't mind, I'd like to just discuss something that's quite intimate.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something, I guess, that over the sort of last year I've become quite self-conscious of because of you fellas.
Your nose.
I don't care about my nose anymore, you know what I mean? It's magnificent.
It is.
It's magnificent. No, it's comments that you guys have made over the sort of last year with regards to something that I don't do regularly.
Wipe 3 times.
Or at all. Oh, no, occasionally I wipe 3 times. Remember? And what I'm talking about here specifically is my exuberant pubic bush.
Oh, yes. Your mound.
Yes, my mound.
Your dock site.
And you guys have been taking the jip out of me, I think it's fair to say, that by the fact that I don't crop it at all. That I let it just sort of run wild, if you will.
Yes.
So today I thought to myself, because I actually looked at it today, and in my bathroom mirror, and I went, yeah, she's pretty bushy there, because usually I'm distracted by what's underneath. But I went, no, actually, that's actually a bit out of control there. If I drop a match there, I'm in a world of trouble. And so the first problem that I struck was, what implements am I thinking about here? What implements am I using?
Yeah.
What am I going with, if you will?
Sure.
So I went in there, into the shower there, and I soaped them up.
What?
My exuberant bush.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
And I got the scissors and I just started snipping away.
Nah, see.
And
That's good.
And I immediately got confused because I was like, actually,
You confuse your downstairs for one of your pubes.
what am I trying? This is genuine. What am I trying to achieve here? Or
Well, Jase.
what look am I going
Can I
for?
just-
You know what I mean? Because I don't do this sort of thing.
Can I just say, first of all, attacking it with scissors, like that's not what you want to go in with. You need to do an initial clear out. Like picture a wild site, right?
Yes.
It's never been touched. And you got to send like 4 guys with bobcats and all sorts of stuff through there to just clear it out and make it manageable.
So you're talking like weed whacker kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, stump grinders, that sort
Right.
of stuff. And then you move on to the cicateers.
Well, that's why I went in with the scissors, because I thought, she's pretty exuberant in there. I'll just snip away and get it down to a sort of more manageable
You
length.
almost need a machete for yours.
But I also thought, what look do you guys run with? I mean, am I going landing strip here? Whereabouts am I shaving exactly?
I think it's just whatever feels good for you, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you jump in the shower so you had it wet when you were cutting?
Yeah, it was sodden.
Is that what happens when you go to the barber? They tip a bucket of water over your head and then they cut your hair?
Often they'll squirt in it, you know what I mean? They do.
Sorry,
like,
what?
They'll spray it with the...
They'll
Oh,
spray
yeah,
it with
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
of thing and sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So I just thought it would be easier to manage. But as I say, my confusion came from I don't know what look I'm going for here. And I just want to know, what looks are you guys running, for example? I know you've got marbled balls.
Well, Mogi's running a perfectly lasered operation with a small hat.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're quite cropped.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas I'm running just like a reduced version of like a regular situation.
Okay.
He's just had a bit of a trim. So he's got short back and sides. Very smart.
That's right.
No one's going to be impressed by it, but nobody's going to say, God, you've got to get a haircut, man. Look at the state of you. At the moment, you're downstairs as if it was in the army, you'd be getting smacked over by the sergeant. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
like, look at the state of you, goddamn hippie, clean yourself up.
Yes.
You've got a hippie downstairs.
Okay.
It's been smoking weed.
Yes.
It doesn't want to do anything.
There's a lot of stuff in there too, that's just got caught over the years.
Yeah.
It just got lost in the bush.
I'll tell you the trick. You grab a plastic bag if you can find one.
Yes.
You put one leg in through one of the handles, one leg in through the other handles. Now you've got a bag that sits right underneath your bag.
Okay.
You do some trimming of that will drop directly into the plastic bag, and you're onto a winner there. Because the problem with trimming is that they just go everywhere.
Yeah, and the other problem you're going to have with that is you're going to have to empty the catcher a few times as well.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
But we
that's a
can
good
help you out
start.
here, man.
Yeah,
Well, I was
absolutely.
thinking of doing a bit of a fade, like you do with your hairdos.
Yeah.
So really tight sort of on the sides and a bit of a Mohican in the middle.
Yeah, hot.
I can do that, yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do it tonight after I finish filming, and I'll send you guys a pic and see what you
Why
think.
don't you get them to do it on set for you?
Oh, yeah, the makeup people.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bush. How good.
Grow up, Jase. Oh, the band Bush. Oh, yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bush there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show, and you'll be pleased to know that the fellas have drawn me some diagrams for my exuberant pubic bush that I can work on tonight once I get home from
Do we need to
filming.
put pubic in
Just
there?
say Bush.
Yeah, I think we can just go with bush.
Well, I mean, they might be thinking of some other bush. I just need to be specific.
Nah,
It's nothing to be ashamed of, your bush.
Well, yours is at this stage.
Now, listen, plenty coming up after 5 o'clock.
What do we got?
A bit of Big Show improv.
Ah.
Another chance to get in the draw for Would You Rather, and plenty more after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Tuesday's going along very nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night.
Bit of a
Happy
wobbly
now,
start,
Monkey?
but really good end there, Jase.
Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it?
Saved by old
really
Keyzie.
sharp. Hey, now listen, if you missed the start of the show, we did the Big Show Olympic poll special. And the question today was breakdancing at the Olympics, yay or nay? So go to our Instagram account and have yours say New Zealand.
That's right. Vote on the Instagram story there. And if you missed it, yesterday it was race walking, yay or nay.
Yes.
And it has since been given the chop.
Yeah, well, the people said over 75%, which was our threshold.
Yep.
If they say nay, then it's done and
gone.
dusted. So it's not going to be at the next Olympics. So well done, the people of New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's right. 78% of you wanted it gone, so it's officially gone.
Hey, coming up next, by the way, we're going to be talking about the big news in the rugby league circles there, Mogi. The retirement of Shaun Johnson, one of the greats of the game. We spoke to Sir Graham Lowe earlier, which was fantastic. Make sure you listen to the highlight package if you missed that.
Also, it says here on the document, Big Show improv coming up later.
So good, man. Love a
It's
bit of
going to be
improv.
good, man.
Who's doing what? Who's the actor?
Oh, Keyzie's in there because we're training them up. I went last time, so it's Hoity J. You're in the hot seat, brother. You're in the teaching role.
That's a good idea, actually. And if anyone's got any ideas for any situations or
yes,
scenes,
yes.
etc.,
Yeah,
text
great
through.
idea, Keyzie.
Well, if you let me say it.
Jeez, he's in a hurry
Hurry of a mood today.
Sorry,
yeah.
text through on 3483.
Sorry,
What? Text through on 3483 and you can get yourself in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Beautiful. In the meantime, here's Pearl Jam.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Kings of Leon there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 13 minutes past 5 o'clock. And of course, yesterday, the bombshell news, Shaun Johnson, the legend of the game, announcing his retirement.
Today I'm going to let the boys know, and I guess let everyone else that's followed my journey or has been a part of my journey that I'm going to be retiring at the end of this year.
But has Johnson got the legs? He certainly does. One way. Johnson has run over to score. This is incredible. Johnson.
I'm just really grateful that I've been able to have this career.
Dummies again. Johnson. Get to the point of Brown. Brown goes into goal.
Lassick gives it to Johnson. He's running Johnson! Flicks those biceps, Shaun Johnson!
You know, my family and my close friends know that, you know, the little boy that was running around on the coast dreaming of just playing for the Warriors.
Johnson runs and there's a try!
To be able to go on and have 10 amazing seasons where It's been challenging, but it's been so rewarding. It's just like out of this world to me still.
Here's Johnson, who's looking more and more threatening. Sean Johnson! He's got a double!
And I'm really proud, bro, that I've had, over 200 games for the club, been able to wear the jersey and just play at Mount Smart in front of, the best fans in the world.
Tom Gilbert's intercept try! It's Sean Johnson! It's a very narrow bit of territory. Johnson step too good!
And that's probably the bit that I'm probably most sad about, like the thought of not being able to have those moments. But everything else, bro, it's just been the best. It's just been the best. So extremely grateful.
You're a bit moist-eyed there, Mogi.
Yeah, a little bit moist-eyed there. Yeah, it's a sad day. This is a guy that really was the Dally M medal winner last year, and it's just an incredible thing, isn't it? Sport that you can go from being the best in the competition, being dead set on trying to win a championship with the Warriors either this year or next, and then within 6 months, you're just like, oh my God, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
It has to be fueled by that niggling Achilles injury.
It has been fueled by injuries. He was talking earlier today on something I was listening to, and it was, it's just been injury after injury, and then rehabbing, and doing shuttle runs. And he said he was doing shuttle runs as he's getting back to full strength, and just thinking to himself, I cannot be bothered doing this. I don't want to have to keep on doing this.
And it's only going to increase. The older you get, the more you play.
Exactly. And when you're getting offered 6 figures, so probably he would have been coming back next year on probably 3, 4, 500. If you're getting that contract in front of you and it doesn't fizz you, then it's a good on him for going out while still on relatively, pretty much a high.
Yes.
Barring the injuries of this year. But yeah, he's definitely one of the best that we've ever had. He's done things on the field that nobody else has done. And yeah, bit of a shame to see him go. And from the Warriors' point of view, it means they get to make some tough decisions. Where they're going to find a halfback, I don't know. But, in terms of Sean Johnson, he's a goddamn backbone.
And if you think about it, man, like 10 seasons in the NRL, your body's got to have taken a battering over that time. You know what I mean? She's not an easy competition at all.
No,
so,
it's pretty tough.
You'd be pretty broken and bones all over the place and ripped muscles.
Yeah, I think the thing with Sean Johnson for me is... He's done amazing things, certainly for the Kiwis as well. As you say, Mogi, if Kalen Ponga at the end of last year didn't have just an amazing run of like 8 games, Sean Johnson was 100% leading the Dally M voting.
Yeah.
He should have taken it.
He got robbed in a game, like the second to last game or something, where he didn't get a point, which was just complete bullshit.
Which is bollocks. But it's fair to say, he's one of those players like Benji Marshall. You type in Sean Johnson highlights into YouTube and you get your popcorn and you sit down and you watch it for half an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just incredible. And you sort of saw that last year with the way that he made everybody around him better as well. If you've got a backline like that then puts your winger as Dally M winger of the year. I think Egan was I think he was there as hooker of the year.
State of origin even.
Yeah, it's like it's having somebody in that position is so important. And so you've got to have one of those guys. And we're lucky to have one for a while.
That's right. And let me just say, he's announced it now, right?
Yes.
If we win all 4 games, in his honour.
This is the beauty of it, man. The fairy tale is not over. If they take this and then they win all 4, scrape their Bullers into the top 8, and somehow... Can you imagine that, man?
I can imagine
it. It would be unbelievable. So, yeah, fingers crossed that that's what happened and we don't get pumped this Sunday afternoon playing the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. I'm commentating that game, by the way.
Oh, no.
Haven't commentated a win in a while.
Oh, no. That's not a good sign. That's not a good start, Keyzie.
Cheers, Shauny J, mate.
Yeah, legend.
Backbone.
Well done, mate. Here's T-Rex.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
5:39 on a Tuesday night. You're listening to the Radio Hodaki Big Show, so it must be time for this.
Quiet on set.
Sound speed.
Lights.
Camera.
Action.
Now it's time for the Big Show Improv. Once again, outstanding work, Pugs, son.
Really good. So we created this little improv group so that we could sort of give Keyzie a little bit of experience with acting. It's quite good because it teaches you to listen, doesn't it, Jase? Acting is listening, they say.
Aye.
Huh? So, yeah, we've just been banging these together. We did one, I think, last week, the week before. Got another one here. Today it's going to be starring Keyzie. Keyzie, you're the star of the show. You're number 1 on the call sheet.
Is it a monologue?
No. He's going to have a co-star. Number 2 on the call sheet is Hoity J.
Well, that's wrong for a start.
I agree. But Keyzie is the lead role every week. And you and I come in and out. You see what I'm
Guest
saying?
appearances.
Yeah.
I'll come in and out.
It's called Keyzie.
Well, no, hang on. No, it's called Big Show.
No, the name of the show is called Keyzie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so he's got his own
it's
show,
Keyzie,
has he?
starring Keyzie.
Yeah.
Right. So in this episode of Keyzie, starring Keyzie, Hoity J, my old mate, you jump into, you've had a busy day, if you get my drift.
Yes.
You jump into a taxi and it's been driven by old Keyzie over here. You've had a few beers, you're trying to communicate to him what your address is, and then you just get into the chit-chat that is common
All right.
to a taxi ride.
All right.
And action.
Hello, sir. Feel free to hop in there. Where are you heading?
Yeah, thanks, mate. You okay for a passenger?
Yeah, well, of course I'm okay for a passenger. I'm a taxi.
Yeah, I was just making sure, mate. It's been a busy day.
Right, it's been a busy day, has it?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just go to Ponsonby.
Okay.
I just go the tunnel way, mate.
Okay, you realise we're in Hamilton right now. Ponsonby's quite far away.
Money's not an issue, mate. Just put your... Hey, you taking the piss with that, Mo? Mate, is that you just taking the piss,
Sorry, sir.
right?
If you're going to be... I worry that you're too... Did you just throw up?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, are you just throwing up at the back of my...
Sorry, I just got a bit of carrot on the old seat there.
Right.
It's a bit
Sorry,
sloppy
sir.
down under the passenger side.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave my taxi,
Oh,
sorry.
come on, mate. Don't be like that.
You just threw up everywhere.
Well, we'll clean it up later on, mate.
Who's going to clean it up?
I'll buy you a beezy, mate. Just
I don't want
chill
a
out.
And scene. Brilliant.
Thanks, man.
Really good. Very
Really?
good from you as well, Keyzie.
We didn't even go anywhere.
Oh, well, that's often what happens with acting, man.
Right.
We ended up in a cul-de-sac.
Yes. Sack.
But you were really believable, Keyzie.
Thanks, Jase. I feel... What's the term for someone who's got a minor role but is massively overplaying it?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's upstaging. He's upstaging.
I feel like Jase was massively upstaging because it was the Keyzie show starring Keyzie, and half of it was just...
Yeah, well, I mean, the critics will decide. We'll see what people think, what the audience thinks out there. Text us 3483. Is that a good scene or a bad scene? And what did you think of Hoity J? Who won the scene? Because there's always a winner and a loser.
What, is that a thing?
Totally. Who got their objective, Keyzie?
Mm.
And I'd had a busy day.
Yeah, you were steamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were just chundering.
I was expecting, more from you, being it was Keyzie with Keyzie.
Well, I was trying to, but all you were doing was screaming over the top of me. That's all right.
We'll let the people decide, all right?
Yeah, okay.
3483. In the meantime, what's that? Pennywise?
Ooh.
Correct.
Thanks.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Aerosmith there on the Radio Hodaki. Jeez. Big show this Tuesday. Having a special treat, actually. We've got Pugs on.
Here he is.
From Studio B with us.
G'day, fellas.
G'day, Pugs. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Just want to pass on, by the way. When I was working last night, one of the people I was working with said he wanted to say a big thanks for your Connie chat and that it's changed his life. And that
he was always an anti-Connie, wasn't he?
He was massively anti-Connie, and now he's had
Convoy.
Complete turnaround. He's full rubber.
Really?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Pardon?
The guy you were working with on
James.
set.
But that's Pugs' name.
No, but that was his name as well. And he said he felt that connection already, and also he really appreciates you responding personally to all the questions he's been asking you, Connies and rubbers,
etc., etc.
By the way,
Connies and rubbers.
By the way, this isn't what we were getting you in for. This is
okay.
Just in case you're wondering, this was just a 1 minute long preamble.
As per.
Now listen, You know that we're very fond of you.
What's your name?
Paksan.
Thanks,
old mate.
You know, you do such a great job.
Hey,
Jase.
Buster. Yeah.
But Keyzie let slip about 5 minutes ago that you and him had a bit of a date on Friday night, and for the rugby league there with the Warriors, you invited him into your house You had a few beers.
Oh, yeah, well, tell us about it from your
Yeah,
point of view.
well, I mean,
happened,
what was
Pugs?
going on there?
So Dilly and I went to the Warriors game.
Oh, Dilly was there too, was he?
Big Dilly was there, yeah, and another nice fella from the office there, Blake.
Oh, yeah.
You know Blake, Jase?
Nah.
And obviously Keizie's commentating, and my friend Connor was doing the ground announcing.
Oh,
and so
Connie.
after the game, Keyzie was kind enough to give me a lift home with said Connor.
Were you a bit steamed?
No.
They were just
I
going to
had a
have to
couple of
taxi or
beers.
something, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll drop you fellas
Saved
off.
me an Uber, saved me a train. It was very kind of him. And so when we arrived back at my house, I said, hey, do you want to come in for a beer? It was lovely. He popped in. We had a couple of beers, listened to some tunes, and then ordered in a bit of Chinese food.
I don't think the race of the food is...
Yeah, it's irrelevant, actually, I would have thought. Well,
beautiful.
It's just that I...
So just say beautiful food.
Chinese cuisine.
Just food.
Delightful.
Just I dropped you off the other night, and
When?
last Wednesday, and I sort of, there was no invite for a beersy or anything, and we'll come on in and have some of my sticky beef or anything like that. And so, I also know that, you've been on a few dates with Mogi too, in terms of the old concerts and movies and
etc.
stuff like that. And I just sort of feel like, I don't want to make a bit deal about it.
Oh, I'm glad you're not.
So I'm wondering if this Friday, maybe if you're free, we could, maybe you and I do something together. Bit of special.
This Friday.
Hoodie J and Pugsan time.
You're telling me just off here there, Pugs, that you're free as a bird this Friday.
Yes. And
Awesome.
you're
Awesome.
right. You're right, Mogi, in that I am.
You name the restaurant, Pugsan will be there.
I think since I had that private conversation with you, Mike, there's just some show stuff.
Some show stuff spots. Don't worry about it, man. I'll take care of it.
Big show.
I can pick up the slack
Yeah,
on that.
It's like video. It's like video and
No, I
audio.
can cut a video. Yeah, easy.
It's like
what you
stings
do
and
is
stuff.
easy.
Mate,
Keyzie, you're telling. You know,
Pugs,
Keyzie.
I'm making the call. Friday night, it's a date, mate. Book it in. Sweet as.
Hey, wear something pretty.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. With a podcast outro, which isn't part of the radio show. It's completely separate, isn't it, fellas? It's different.
Hey.
It's unusual.
Bonus content.
Yeah, bonus
You got to keep them
content.
separated.
Totally you do, man. It was a weird one today because Keyzie was still half asleep. You remember it, Mogi?
Oh, yeah.
You
It
and
was
I
like
were
when I wake
firing.
my daughter up and she's fuming.
Yes.
That was Keyzie.
He was absolutely in a hurr of a mood.
Was he?
I don't know what
He's good
was
now,
going
though.
on.
He's come good.
You've come good, haven't you, Keyzie?
Have you noticed that Keizie's always in a hurr of a mood and it's always go easy on Keyzie day? But from the outside looking in, it seems like Keizie's always pretty damn good.
You just were very quiet today. That's why we
Couldn't get a bloody word in, Jase.
Oh, was that what it was?
To be honest, I can't remember.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, definitely yesterday. Mogi came in on a high. You'd had a Red Bull and a sweet, what was it, sticky date pudding?
Sticky date.
Yeah, I was on a sugar rush.
Your
I can't
date
even
was
remember what
sticky.
we talked about today.
Neither can I. All I know is that the clip is entitled Hot. Here's a snippet. My wife, though, her feet are
Mother.
freezing, but her body is hot.
Right.
I know.
If you know what,
Well, she'd love it.
Jace, there's funny times to say I know,
Well,
and that's not one of them, I don't think.
You
I think
said
that's too far.
you said that. You've said that before.
I can't say her body is hot, and you say I know.
You've said that her feet are cold and her body is hot before.
Is that how you meant it, Jase?
Totally it is. I know.
Can I just say, if you like this show, and God knows why you would, but if you do, you got to listen to the podcast.
The outro,
I'm just going to be honest there and just say that, because if you do like the show, it's If you like this show, you'll love the podcast. Treat yourself.
Absolutely. Search Hodaki Big Show wherever you get your potties from. They come out every night at 7:30. Pugsan does a nice highlights package of the show and also the bonus content, the outro there. Give it a listen.
And that's a good point as well. You might download it and think, oh, well, this is the show. I've already heard this. There's also another one that gets released the same day, which is completely unique content. Don't get confused.
Is it
if it's your
bonus
first-
material?
It is a bonus. It's a treat.
It's bonus
It's
material.
special.
It's like an Aunt Betty's date steamed pudding with caramel sauce and cream.
And a few hundred less calories. But yeah. If you're new to podcasts, don't be shy. Get into them. They're the way of the future.
Totally, man. And remember, there was only 200 calories in Aunt Betty's.
268, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, coming up next, we talk about what's on in gay Paris tonight, so make sure you stay tuned.
Oh, Green Day.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Weezer there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Obviously, the Olympics are going strong, so let's have a look what's coming up tonight in old gay Paris.
Gold.
Silver.
Bronze.
Run.
Jump.
Shot put.
Throw.
Hammer throw.
Surfing.
Skateboarding.
Beach volleyball.
What's happening in gay Paris?
What's happening in gay Paris, Keyzie?
Did you guys see overnight that we got another medal?
Oh, did we?
What was that in?
The kayak slalom.
Oh, good.
And the white water rafting.
Silver?
Silver.
Yeah.
Silver?
Silver.
Or gold?
Was it gold?
No, I think it was silver.
I feel like we got a gold and a silver last night. But I say that without having watched any of it.
Actually, can we go to the medal table, please?
Medal table, please, Keyzie.
You don't want me to look up whether it was a gold? Okay.
I think we'll find out in the medal table.
I think it was silver, Mogi.
Okay.
So, medal tally update.
New Zealand is currently sitting 12th in the world.
What?
That's right.
That's good, man.
Totally, man.
That's amazing.
3 golds.
12th.
3 golds.
Oh, maybe it was a gold.
I feel like I saw a headline where she was saying, I beat a beast. She won, you know?
Yes.
Or he.
If someone could just quickly Google that while I'm...
oh, my phone's doing weird stuff.
I'm on Instagram. If you could just give us a tally there, Keyzie.
5 silvers.
Oh!
1 bronze.
And 2 asterisks.
That's
yeah,
right.
2 asterisks.
I just thought it was crazy because you guys were saying yesterday you wanted that K1 slalom thing out of the Olympics.
I didn't say that.
You said it off air. You guys both did. You were like, yeah, we don't like it.
No, I don't remember saying that, Keyzie.
No. I was telling you about somebody from my other job who said that because they do like a little. You got to do a spin before you get to the.
The 360. Yeah.
360 before you cross over the finish line, and it's a little bit like a kid making up. Now you got to do a 360. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
you got to go.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
go backwards.
I can
So it
understand
just
why
feels
people
like they're
might
throwing
have
shit at the wall.
Yeah, might have thought that, but it was Mogi and I.
Right. Okay. Because
Yeah.
now it just sounds like you did think that, and now that we've won some medals, you're sort of backtracking on it. It's just what I. And I don't want
Oh, that's a
people
part of it.
Oh. So if we won like a gold medal in breakdancing.
Oh my god, I love breakdancing.
I'd be into it, man. Speaking of which, go to the Instagram and have a vote on the breakdancing.
Yeah, and we could be cutting it from the Olympics altogether if you don't like it. Tonight, though, interesting events are on. A lot of canoe/kayak sprints that'll be happening all evening.
Hate canoe stuff.
It's all heats. What, you hate Lisa Carrington?
Oh, actually, no, she's cool.
She's one of the greats.
She's
That's
awesome.
right.
I love
She's
her.
a beast.
And also, the cool thing about the pole vaulting last night is you had obviously Eliza McCartney go through, but also Olivia McTaggart and Olivia Ayres.
McTaggart.
And the reason they actually massively got into pole vaulting was from watching McCartney back in 2016.
Yes.
Wow.
And they were like, damn, we should get into this. And
But
now
they're here.
And now they're in the finals.
Can I ask why you kept saying that on the chat last night?
What's
Eliza
that?
McCartney's on. Eliza McCartney's on. I was like, what the hell's Keyzie going on about?
Well, because,
What's the big
Jase,
deal?
you were banging on about how much you like watching Eliza McCartney, and I was like, well, I'll let you know that it's on now.
4 times, though?
Well, yeah, because, your phone is doing weird stuff, and sometimes the things don't go through.
Yeah.
What else is on tonight, Keyzie? Or is that it?
There's some more sport climbing. It's a lot of qualifications and seedings and stuff. There is the quarterfinals of the kayaking if we manage to get through the opening stages and things like that. To be honest, the only medal opportunity we've got is at 1:43 a.m. Thomas Saunders is in the one-person dinghy, and it's a medal race.
Oh, yeah. Just to go back, and I hate to do this, Finn Butcher took
Finn
gold
Butcher, that's right,
in the
Finn
kayak cross. He dominated the men's final from start to finish on the slalom course, defeating 3-time world champion Joe Clark and 2 more paddlers. A couple of other paddlers.
That's who
Yes.
was Finn Butcher.
Yeah, Finn.
Good name, that, isn't it? Finn Butcher.
Yeah, it is good, actually. Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Hey, now we've been focusing on Brewery of the Day, fellas, where every day this week we focus on a particular brewery that's going to be appearing at Beervana, aren't we?
That's right. And don't forget, we're off to find the brewery of the day.
And don't you...
What?
We're off to find the brewery of the day.
Sorry, Mogi, finish what you were saying there.
And don't you forget it. And don't you forget it. And don't you forget it.
That's Dave Dobbin. Yeah. Today's brewery, Beers by Bacon Bros.
Oh, Bacon Bro.
So Bacon Bros are a delicious smoked meats restaurant. I've had plenty of it down in Christchurch there. They've started doing beers. It all started with a single stall at the Christchurch Farmers Market, and on Saturdays you can still find them there selling their bacon as well. Since then, they've opened Bacon Brothers at Little High. Been there, had their burgers. We did that after the Black Clash.
Oh, yes.
Took the whole team down there. They absolutely loved it. They're also at the Riverside Market too. Beers are going to be at Beervana 23rd, 24th of August, so make sure you get amongst. If their beers taste as good as their burgers and that, and their slow-cooked meats.
I see what you're saying.
Count me in.
Yeah, man.
Sounds really good, Keyzie.
I'm fizzing.
Same.
Are you guys looking forward to going down to Wellington?
I am looking forward to going down to Wellington, actually. I haven't been down there for ages.
Neither.
And feels like it needed a visit. Is the last time you went down there last year, Jase?
No, I think I've been down there since then.
Oh,
but,
yes.
but it's been a long while.
Yeah, we've got
feels
plenty
like.
of family and friends down there, so I'm making a weekend of it. Me and Pugs are spending the weekend together, so that'll be bloody beautiful.
You're doing that together, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, I am. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's a great event. It was our first time last year, and it was a hell of a turnout.
That's right.
And
if you're going to come down to Beervana, 23rd, 24th, we're going to be there the Friday, of course. Our show goes from 4 till 7. So from 4 till 7, we will be broadcasting live. Come down, try over 300 different beers, including, of course, beers by Bacon Bros. And we'll see you there.
Too good, man.
Oh, Joy Division.
Tune.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Nick Cave there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. Let's have a bit of TV chat.
Totally.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue? Dose.
Over the weekend, I watched a movie with my daughter
My
called
daughter?
Inside Out 2. Does that sound right, Keyzie?
Was it the one with the teenage
It was.
emotions
She's
came?
older. She's older, and they move house and they go to.
That's the
somewhere.
first one.
Is that the first one? And it's all about the emotions in a little girl's head, and they're adjusting to the things that are going on outside it. I found it so stressful, and it took me a while to realise that I was feeling stressed out because all the emotions. So you've got happiness is in the head, and anxiety, and sadness, and all of these things in the head. And it's just like, oh God, it's banging on a bit, man. It may be just too much for a 6-year-old, but it was too much for a 48-year-old. I'll be honest with you.
Sure. God,
so
are you
we
48?
Yeah, 48 now.
Holy
So
crap.
we turned on Donald Duck.
Nice.
And the other thing, my daughter was just looking at it, and she was just glued to it, frozen, not doing anything, just looking at all the bright neon colours and the flashing lights, and just sort of getting brainwashed. It seems like. So anyway, we put on Donald Duck, cracking up, talking to Pluto on the screen. Pluto, you idiot. So that's much better.
Pluto's not an idiot, is he?
Yeah, he does. Well, he does. He gets set up a bit. He is a bit stupid. Yeah.
Oh, that's Goofy's dog, right?
Donald Duck sets him up a bit, to be fair.
Does he?
He does.
I was just getting Pluto and Goofy mixed up there for a second because I thought they were the same characters, but yes.
Goofy's like, shucks. What, my ex?
I didn't obviously watch anything last night. I watched a lot of the women's diving today. So good, man. Really good.
You like that?
It was excellent.
Oh.
And the grace, the quality, the level of competition, very high.
Elegance?
The elegance, absolutely.
The elegance,
Keyzie.
yeah. You love your elegance.
Yeah. So really
Eyes to
enjoyed
the front,
that.
was it?
Oh, absolutely, eyes to the front. I'm not so much into the men's because it's a bit more brutal and a bit. It's like men's tennis, you go, it's just all power, whereas the women's game has got grace and tactics and things like that.
Tactics and diving, does it?
And I really enjoyed it. What did you watch, Keyzie?
Last night, we've talked about the Olympics already, but I came home and we had dinner, and I was like to my wife, right, we're going to watch the first episode of Talkback on TVNZ Plus, a TV show made by you two about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And she was like, right, okay. And I was like, and I want you to give feedback, and I'm going to read your feedback out on the show. And she was like, nah.
Oh.
I'm not doing it. And then I was like, come on, and I was like, just say a few things. It doesn't have to be, because she doesn't want to ever hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah, she's on our side.
And then I was like, just come on, just a few, just watch it and we'll give you your general thoughts. I think it'll be funny. And then I explained how Mike's wife completely stomped all over my favourite TV show. And we ended up going to watch it and then getting sidetracked by watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
Bouldering.
What?
Have you watched the bouldering?
I knew it.
No.
The rock climbing?
Oh, yeah.
That is so interesting.
They were talking about that when I was on set last night, but I've never seen it.
And so there's
15 metres in 6 seconds or something.
Well, that's the speed climbing.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas there's also one where there's 4 walls next to each other, 4 athletes at once trying to climb the grades and get as many points as they can. And then they rotate to the left. And then it's honestly, I couldn't believe it. It was incredible.
I'll give it a look. I might Google it. Bouldering, is it?
Boulders.
Boulders?
Yeah.
Or
big boulders.
in French, bolos.
Oh, bolos, okay. Bolos.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Jihad there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Now, very exciting news. The Big Show is off to Beervana, 23rd of August, I think. 23rd, 24th. Keyzie, am I right there?
That's right. Beervana, 23rd and 24th of August in Wellington at Sky Sports Stadium.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing the show live from Beervana. Keysie's going to be sampling all the wares, aren't you, Keyzie?
That's right. Wares? You mean beers?
Well, wares and beers.
Wares and beers.
300 of them plus actually on tap for Beervana. We're going to be down there. It's all presented by Liquorland. If you would like some free tickets plus accommodation and flights, head to hodaki.co.nz, enter there at the winning page, and you and a mate could be heading down. But there is another reason to head down. We've actually got our very own Backbone Brew, fellas.
Yes,
we do.
Great New Zealanders at Hop Federation making it for us. It is
a lovely Pilsner from recollection.
100%. It is a crisp, clean Pilsner using local Waiti and Kohatu hops, which are my favourite hops.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, they've got mad hops.
So good, man.
So we'll be debuting that at Beervana, and then it's going to be available for sale around the country.
Yum!
I reckon that's actually going to go great guns.
Yeah.
I reckon people will be into a bit of a Backbone Brew.
I think so as well, yeah.
A Backbone Brew?
Actually, I might start making home brew myself again. I was good at it.
I doubt it.
Did you actually?
Yeah, hell yes.
What kind of beers did you make?
Lagers.
Right.
Mostly lagers.
Right.
I bet you're a real dab hand at it.
I was.
I bet you tested it and said, can I get it in me? Has it got alcohol in it? Yes.
Pretty much.
Did you wait for it to fully brew? And
of course I did, Keyzie. I wasn't that much of an animal.
Right, okay.
Generally speaking.
Was it hard to make?
No, it was really easy to make.
Right.
Really. And the thing is, of course, depending on how much sugar you put in there, determines the alcohol level.
That's
so
true.
I just piled that shit in there.
Oh, responsibly.
It was like 8% my beer.
You used to chuck your Aunt Betty's sticky date puddings in there, eh?
And it would just ferment like you wouldn't believe.
As I say, Hop Federation, they're making the Backbone Brew. If you want to taste it, come down to Beervana, visit the Hop Federation store, and wrap your lips around that.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Geez, I'll tell you what, that show's just flown by.
It has.
In the blink of an eye, fellas, always a
Gone.
good sign that. What are you up to, Mogi?
Probably go to the gym tonight, man. I didn't manage to get there today. I'll go home, put the little one to bed, and then pop out to the gym.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. And
gonna
I'll
be
tell you
great.
what, the bounce on effect, you'll be all knackered and tuck it out, and you'll have a good sound sleep
I'll probably
tonight.
be really energised and unable to sleep. But we'll see how we go. I'll let you know tomorrow, man. We'll do a bit of sleep chat.
Yeah, we haven't done one of those for ages. Now, Keyzie, early
Write that
night
down,
for
would
you.
you, Keyzie? Write that down, man. Sleep
What?
chat.
For tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sure.
That'd be good.
Where do you want me to write that?
Just next to all that other stuff you've got written down there.
Oh, okay. Yep, writing it down.
Keyzie, I know you're having an early night tonight because
That's the plan,
You'll
Jase.
tuck it out, mate.
I want
to help yourself, though.
Bit of pork mince, bit of port, bit of gaming, bit of nine-eyes.
No gaming. Straight to bed. Going to watch a few TV shows with the wife, and then when she goes to bed, I'm going to go to bed. All right?
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'll be up bright and early tomorrow, ready to rip in.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
To what?
Nothing, to be honest. Oh, no, I've got a busy day tomorrow.
Oh, it's been a busy day.
I've got to get a haircut at 9 a.m.
Oh, you
okay.
busy bastard.
And then I've got a meeting with a tutor at 10 a.m. on Zoom.
Oh, wow.
yeah, your school stuff.
And then I'm going to take my truck for a warrant, and then I'm going to go get new mufflers for it.
Do you need to get your new mufflers before you go for the warrant?
Nah, after.
Right, okay.
They're not like a warrant thing. It's just too loud.
Sure.
Keep
Too loud,
setting
man.
off alarms in the car park building.
Good stuff, mate.
Yeah. Hey, Jase.
Yes.
What are you up to tonight, man?
Bit of filming.
Yeah.
What time's that wrapping up?
Same time as last night, I think, 1:45.
Right, AM
Yes,
or PM?
AM. So it'll be a bit chilly. And I knew today when I got up, when it was a nice, clear, sunny day, I went, ooh, she's going to be freezing tonight. But
Yeah.
there you go. Hey, listen, make sure you check out our Instagram. Make sure you check out our podcast. Until tomorrow, see you later,
Bye.
New Zealand.